And what's going on, guys? Carlito here, back with another video on your screen. I'm here with Coach Cam, out of California. If y'all don't know her already, y'all are about to. And let everyone know all about you if this is their first time.
Hi, you guys. My name is Camille, also known as Coach Cam. I am the people's coach because I train everybody. There it is.
Excellent, excellent. So with the boxing scene on how it's looking right now, and all these gyms are coming up. Talk about your gym and how many fighters are you training right now?
So I'm coming from a gym called Cannon Nation Boxing Gym. The gym is named after professional fighter Brandon Adams. They call him Brandon the Cannon Adams. Um, Brandon is, I believe he has 27 fights now. He's a part of Overtime Boxing. He's actually in a really big tournament uh, from that. I want not sponsor. I want to say I'm like at a loss for words, but Overtime Boxing has tournaments and they're hosting a big one. And Brandon is actually the one that's supposed to win this entire tournament. He's betted to win the entire tournament. But anyways, so we are in Santa Fe Springs. We have 3 professional fighters and 8 amateur fighters that we are molding and training to be the best. So yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So between the amateur fighters, who has that one drive that you're like, oh, that they can be a world champion in like 5 years?
Man, I can't come on, you send me up. I can't I'm not picking
Don't have to ask.
between I'm not picking between my boys, and I have a few girls too. No, everybody has that drive. Everybody has that willingness to do so. I think they all can be world champions. That's the goal, right? That's the ultimate job here. The ultimate job is to wake up at 5 in the morning and train them like today is their last fight. That's the ultimate goal. So everybody can definitely be a world champion for sure. But if you really want me to answer that question, Brandon is going to be a world champion. Give it a few months, give or take. He's going to get that proper fight and it's going to come. Mark my words. So,
I've heard it here for first.
yeah.
The boxing scene on how crazy boxing is going right now, on how titles are changing hands and everything. You being a boxing coach, how do you feel about where boxing's at right now?
Are you speaking of the way social media is portraying it, or the politics, or just the
Whole,
whole thing?
whole thing.
Um, I had this conversation with an old school coach from New Jersey the other day. He said boxing is supposed to be ugly. It's not supposed to be pretty. He feels like social media has made boxing pretty and about money, right? Not more so about the skill. There are fighters out there who have more popularity and are more reputable than fighters who have belts. Isn't that crazy? Back in the day, if you had all the belts, you were the man. Nowadays, it doesn't matter if you're the man because the public says you're the man, whether you're good or whether you're not. It's up to the media to say so, right? And then there's like so many things about, and I don't want to get into it, but I am going to speak on it a little bit. The whole transgender thing with the sport, and bring it back to back in the day when it was Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali. And, they were worried about winning and not the videos to post. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can touch on that part because there was a video someone posted on social media. I think it was from a mall, and it was like, I think it was 2000 or 99, and people were just
Ah,
walking around with no phones in their hand, and they were just walking. And I was kind of like, they were like, damn, can you believe there was no phones?
Yeah,
And everybody, all the kids and everybody was just no phones. And
yeah,
it's kind of crazy to look back at that and then hear about, of course, the Olympics of 2027 of LA is not going to have any boxing, so it's crazy to hear that.
right,
But
right.
I know times have changed with a lot with, everybody. So I understand I guess it's what it has to be,
Yeah,
you know. But with how boxing is going, with all these fights coming up, you know, with the fight with Canelo versus Barlinga,
hmm.
um, how do you see that fight breaking down as a coach side?
Um, I don't really watch Barlenga. From what I know, Barlenga tries to knock him out, what, the first round or so, because Canelo is privy to that type of power, right? I don't think that's going to work for Barlenga. I think Barlenga had one fight where he went like was it all 12?
Yeah,
Yeah. Barlenga's going to have to box Canelo and he's going to have to out counterpunch a great counterpuncher. Um, so I think Canelo will win that fight. Do I think that somebody's gonna knock somebody out? I want to say no, but you never know nowadays. People are getting knocked out left and right out here that you never thought would get knocked out. So, but do I think Canelo's gonna win that fight? Yes. Yes, I do. I do. Barlenga is a great fighter for what he does, but they need to have like a explicit game plan for Canelo, all 12 rounds. I'm talking about the first round, you got to do this. The next round, it got to be something different. It has to be, you got to have all types of weapons when it comes to Canelo. You can't just use the gun the whole 12 rounds. You got to use the gun the first round. The second round, you got to use a grenade. Does that make sense? Like it has to be an extensive game plan. So yeah.
that's true. It's kind of like that Mike Tyson shirt the Full Send podcast has. They have a Tyson shirt with the old school Tyson on the front, and
Uh-huh.
he has like two grenades in his hands,
Oh, I've never seen that.
like box.
That's
He like
tight.
it's like he has like his stance, like a boxing stance,
Yeah.
and he's just standing there, and it's like him from the waist up, and he has his hands out, and he has like grenades in his hand. I'll send you a picture though. It's funny
Oh,
though.
nice. Nice.
Um, and touch on that one too. You got Mike Tyson coming back in November.
Is he
Um,
really still fighting?
apparently it's said there's a press conference going on. I think August. I want to say it's the end of this week. I could be wrong, but I think the end of this week they have a
And
press
it's
conference.
Jake Paul that he's fighting still.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
How do you feel
So
about
they canceled it because Mike had something going on, right? Health wise. And then now they're going back to how do I feel about Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, or how do I feel about that whole realm of boxing in general?
that whole realm of boxing of
I
considering
mean, it's
as a boxer?
did did you see and this touch bases on this? Did you see when Manny Pacquiao fought that one guy? They
Yeah,
went like 3 rounds of an exhibition. So everybody who knows me knows I'm a huge Manny Pacquiao fan. To me, Manny can do no wrong. Like I think he is the greatest, not only because he's Filipino, but because he is the greatest, losses or not. But when I watched that fight and I sat there and I almost cried because I said to myself, you can tell that Manny is old now. But I know why they did it. They did it to get people excited. Because Manny, Tyson, there's another one. I think Shane Mosley Sr. is fighting too in an exhibition match. It's to get people back excited about the old days of boxing,
mhm,
not understanding that it looks a little it looks a little different
yeah,
now. I do think that it's smart Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, Netflix streams, period, the propaganda, the marketing. What better way to make money? Isn't that what it's about nowadays? Like that whole, what's that guy's name from the, not, I don't want to say the wrong country, but Turkey, is his name Turkish or something like that? He
It's
likes,
familiar.
right, he like runs, he's like a millionaire.
Yeah.
He is the one that ran that whole Crawford fight.
Hmm.
And in the middle of the fight, did you see that fight?
Yeah.
They gave away a car.
Hmm.
Isn't that crazy? When have we ever done that in boxing?
I know, and I was like, when was there ever a concert going on before the main
Right.
event?
It almost felt like the Super Bowl,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Right. So it's if it's about money, Jake Paul and them are going about it the right way.
Yeah.
They're going about it the right way. But
Yeah.
if it's about the sport, I think we kind of lost track a little bit,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
It's a
Yeah.
little, yeah, like I'm still on the fence of where Jake Paul, how to feel about where he's at. Because, in my 20s, I saw Jake Paul on YouTube, you know, doing
Doing
vlogs,
dumb.
yeah,
Yes.
doing vlogs and doing random things with his brother. And now his brother's a, a WWE superstar too. And I'm like, okay, like I know that they're athletic, but I was just talking to my girl about it, and I was just saying like, damn, man, they're dumb. Like they're smart, and then they're dumb because you have millions of dollars. Why are you gonna risk your life if you don't have to? Doing
Right.
it. Why? Why are you gonna do that? But that's just me. That's the way I think, and not a lot of people has heard that. You know, but this is crazy. It's crazy to me to look at that. I've seen them in both sides, and um to see how far they've both come in different aspects, and he has that promotion and he's helped out a bunch of fighters. That's good.
Yes.
That's a good thing
Yeah.
for him. And um even though one of his fighters lost recently, Ashton, um
Yeah.
it,
That took me by surprise too. I for sure thought Ashton was gonna win that fight. I
yeah.
for sure thought, but you know what? It's so good to see when people do lose, they come back so much stronger. They're not bad sports about it. Like, Ashton went back on social media and said, you win some, you lose some, it's my time to come back. And I think that that's commendable. Anybody who gets in that ring,
Mm.
anything can happen within the first 30 seconds of you fighting. You drop the wrong hand and get caught slipping, it's a wrap, right?
Hmm.
So I just think that when you muster up enough courage to go in there and do this just because you want to, you you got it. You got it right here. So and I've been to Jake Paul's house. I used to take my fighters sparring over there. And those boys are actually very respectful. I didn't think that at first. Like I was just like, man, these guys seem like they're jerks. But they're actually really respectful. They'll say hi, they'll invite you into their home. And I mean, granted, we were there on boxing business, but they're actually really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what they're doing for like I kind of have a great idea what they're doing for the sport or for sports period.
Yeah.
Uh I've never, to touch base on WWE, I've never seen any sponsorships on the mats and wrestling. And now you do. You see it on the turnbuckles, you see it on everything. And it's kind of feeling like it's boxing, more now. And I'm like, man, I never thought I would see the day the that,
Yeah.
that could happen. But with all the boxing and people are taking losses and stuff, um, out of all these fighters, who do you think is like the top five number one pound for pounds right now?
Top five, number one, pound for pound. Okay, let's go. So I have to put Terrence in there. Even though when I watched his fight with Madrimov, I hope I said that right.
Hmm.
He did what he was supposed to do, right? But I feel like because Madrimov had like a rhythm that you couldn't break,
Hmm.
he had his own rhythm and you can't necessarily time it. But Terrence is smart, so he did the job. Terrence is one of them. Tank is another one. I don't know who is going to beat that man, but he's another one. People don't give him enough credit for his boxing. I
Yeah.
think he's a great boxer. Man, who else? Who else? Uh Bival. Bival is another good one. I like Bival. Um, I'm watching out for Ryo.
Hmm.
When he neutralized Pitbull like that and he stuck to the plan, that's commendable. That's commendable. And he kept his composure. So I'm looking out for him. I don't know who my fifth one is. I hope I'm not missing anybody. I'm gonna just say, I don't know. I don't want to say Benavidez because I don't watch Benavidez enough, and I need to. I've been scolded for that. I need to watch Benavidez more.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Uh, yeah, I
Yeah.
need to watch him more. No, that's it. That's the four I'm gonna give you. I don't know. I gotta think about my fifth one.
The fifth one could easily be the San Antonio kid, Jesse Bam Rodriguez. He's he
I don't watch him.
should. You should. He's
Bam
great.
Bam? They call him Bam Bam?
I call him Bam.
Just Bam?
Bam. He's
I'm gonna
great.
write that down.
Great. Jesse Bam Rodriguez. He's a tremendous fighter. He's gotten a lot better. Every fight he does, he's tremendous. The way he's knocking out these guys, um, becoming a three division world champion. Um,
What wait?
one I could be wrong, but I get all these weights mixed up. But I want to say it's 115 that he
Oh,
fought.
so he's light.
Yeah, he fought
Yeah. Okay.
at a flyweight, super flyweight. He's just a all around perfect fighter right now. Like
Wait,
that
is he Filipino?
no, he's Hispanic. He's Hispanic.
I feel like I need to Google him. I no, I'm thinking about Jesse Mandapat. That's a different person.
Mhm.
Jesse Rod. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna check him out for sure.
Yeah, he's a great fighter. He wants to fight Inoue in a dream match like down the road. You know,
Wait a minute. There's another one. Inoue.
mm,
Yeah. Okay, he's my fifth one, and he wants to fight Inoue. That's
one day
good.
they're talking about it on like after he fought uh after he fought Estrada and
Mm.
he knocked out Estrada. He took the belt, took the ring magazine, and got his WBC belt back. Then he ended up the announcers were saying, "Hey, do you want to what's a dream fight? You know, that talks about Inoue a fight one day." He goes, "Yeah, I still have a lot to do. You know, that's two weight classes up from where I'm at. But that's just a dream fight right now. It's a fantasy fight." And
Yeah.
I say I say if if the cards are played right, I see him fighting him at the end of next year
Nice.
in Japan. That's how I see it because
Nice.
I see Inoue's being tested lately. I see it's what people say the boxing fans he's beatable too. Uh,
Didn't he get knocked down by his last fight?
yeah,
Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name.
he goes in the first round. He got knocked down
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
got
So
back
it
up.
questions the chin, right? A little bit. Yeah.
He got questioned
I
like that was questionable right there, and
Yeah.
he ended up going ham on that guy afterwards. Like
Yeah.
it got crazy. But I see that fight happening, but I do see Bam becoming a undisputed world champion
Nice. He
here.
trains out of California?
Yeah, Riverside, RGBA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So
Nice.
Robert has a bunch of world champ. He got two world champions in back-to-back weekends. He had
Doesn't Ryo train at RGBA?
yeah, now he trains there now.
That's what I thought I heard that. Yeah, Robert Garcia is a great coach.
So he had El Rayo last week, and then he had Virgil. He had
Oh, Virgil's there too?
yeah. Virgil was that's Robert's he came back, I think. I think he did leave and he came back. And now that's his head trainer again, next to his
And you're
dad.
saying all these fighters are in Riverside,
Hmm.
a hop, skip, and a jump away from my house.
Yep.
I'm gonna go over there.
You should. You should. Like, why not? If I was that close, I would. That'd be the right
Yeah,
time because it seems like that's where it's at, and it seems like that's where it's been at for years now, but he's just
right.
quiet. And a lot of people don't really give, I don't think a lot of people do give him the respect that he deserves, but I also got to shout out to my guys, in Seattle with Benavides camp. Jose is a great coach too, and he has some great fighters, and he molded El Rayo to where he's at right now. He got him to that spot.
Okay, he was with them and then moved to. My mitts are in the Benavides gym. I don't know if they're still there,
Oh yeah,
but yeah. So apparently, I had my name stitched on some winning mitts. It says Coach Cam on them. And I never picked him up from Kazumichi. Blessings to Kazumichi. We love Kazumichi, right? I never picked him up. And then one of my old fighters, Angel, he sends me a video. Someone is holding the mitts, and I think it's David's little brother that's hitting mitts. And he goes, Cam, why is that coach holding your mitts? Because it says Coach Cam on them. And I go, wait a minute. So at the time, Maricela, Maricela?
yeah,
She was training over there. So she goes, yeah, I guess the guy bought him from the winning store, but he's gonna get him covered up, but not yet. So in every video, you see my name on these mitts, and I'm like, yes, now I can say I was in the Benavides camp, baby. Was
yeah.
over there.
That's what I say too. I sent him towels and everything in the past, and I see my towels at the gym over there, and I'm like, hell yeah,
Nice, nice.
there. And in due time, I hope to be out there pretty soon to even just cover camps and stuff. That'd be great.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Out of what's next for you in the next 6 months, what do you want to accomplish?
So I'm planning on opening up another facility somewhere further down LA. That's the job. And honestly, it doesn't sound big, but it's big to us. Getting these boys wins. One of my amateurs is having a pro debut pretty soon, so that's big. Just keeping busy and steady. My Instagram has slowed down a lot, right?
Hmm.
Because I know you guys remember me from these crazy videos, crazy ass videos that I used to do, but I slowed it down a lot. Like my mitts are more now, two punches here, three punches there. Sometimes I'll hit you with something fast, but it's very situational now. And the public doesn't really like that when it comes to me. But there's a method to everything that I do. Doing those kinds of mitts makes me a better coach and it makes my fighters better. So yeah. But the job is to expand, and I'm going to do more speaking engagements, especially with women, trying to uplift and uphold women, things like that. I am going to make more appearances at media fights, or media workouts, and I plan on visiting other gyms, letting myself be seen and letting myself be known. I can't be stuck here and expect people to know what my purpose is. I got to put myself out there more. So, yeah.
Excellent. And if anybody's out there in the California area, um, where can they find y'all at?
Santa Fe Springs.
Santa Fe Springs. Y'all have heard
Yes.
it here. Go follow Coach Cam, go follow
Yes.
them, go follow them. And it's always great to talk to you. And
Always.
I look forward to the next one. And
Yes.
let everyone know where they can follow you at and follow that journey to superstardom.
So it's Coach underscore Cam, KA with four M's. And hopefully the next time we talk, we are talking about that belt on our wall for this world champion that we have here. So
Amen. Amen. That'll be great. I look forward to it. Thank you again, Coach Cam. It's
thank
been
you.
Cam, Carlito. Y'all go follow her. All the links will be in the description down below. And big shout out to all my sponsors as well. Barrio Clothing, Barrio Made Clothing, Gamez Law Firm, Gamez Law Fights, and my the best cut man in the game today, Christopher Diaz. Big things are coming. He'll be on the undercard of Canelo and Barlinga with Ricky Medina. Y'all go follow them. I know I have so many other sponsors, Green Air Co. Y'all know who y'all are, and it means a lot for y'all to be a part of this journey with me and sharing everything with me. And thank you again, Coach Cam.
You're welcome.
It's been Coach Cam, Carlito. One love. We out.